Hello, welcome to Avalon Public School. My name's Andy Rankin, the very proud principal of this great community school. We find ourselves in unusual times with the coronavirus, meaning that unfortunately we cannot do our normal Kindy transition program for our wonderful parents and new arrivals for 2021. So this time I'm coming to you via video. I'd much rather meet you all face to face, but as I say, we have to make changes and make plans to accommodate this new circumstances in which we find ourselves. So today we'll be shooting a video for you and taking you on a virtual tour of our school and give you a sense of what a great school we have here. So sit back, relax and enjoy the next few minutes or so as we take you around Avalon Public School and explain to you all the wonderful opportunity, learning and community that we have at our school. Hello and welcome to Avalon Public School. My name's Andy Rankin, very proud principal of this great school, and today we're going to take you on a virtual tour to show you the great things on offer. Currently we have around about 940 students from kindergarten through to year 6, and all our teaching and learning here is guided by sort of 3 words, if you like. It's the opportunity, the learning and the community. And as we walk around today, you'll be hearing about the opportunities available for our students, you'll be hearing about the great learning that takes place, and also the great community we have here at our school, because we do very much feel part of the Avalon community. And even though we are a big school, we still do retain a small village feel within our school, because we are geographically divided into 2 sections with 3 to 6 as one part of the school and K to 2 the other part of the school. So at no point do any of our students feel really overwhelmed by the large population we have here. So it's a very welcoming environment we have. The community are always welcome to come into our school. The learning here is terrific, and the opportunities, as I say, are fantastic for our wonderful students. So come with me and let's go and see what's happening at Avalon School. It says, "Man who chases 2 rabbits catches none." Why do I say this? Because if we focus on too many things, we'll actually achieve not very much. So at Avalon, our 2 main focuses for the last few years and for the few years coming up will continue to be on improving our excellence in English and also in what I call modern learning. Now, I think English is pretty self-explanatory. That's the reading, the writing and the speaking and listening and so on and so forth. And we are doing our very best to improve our results across the school. The modern learning, what's that? Well, that's how I see that is preparing our children for the world of work which awaits them once they leave school. And I think we'd all agree that the world of work is very different from when you or I went to school. So we have a focus here on real world problem solving, and we've been engaging outside professionals from academics from Canada and from New Zealand to work with our staff in the last 3 years to help our children and our teachers systematically solve real world problems, because this has been identified by the OECD as the #1 skill that they look for in their employees. So here we are, future-proofing our students at Avalon for the world of work, and we hope you will join us on that journey. So I've mentioned opportunity, learning and community. Let's focus a little bit on the learning. Every day in our classrooms at Avalon Public School, children will spend time with their classroom teacher, focusing on the 6 key learning areas, which will be English, mathematics, science, creative arts, history, geography, and also personal development, health and physical education. So during any particular school day, when you walk into a classroom, you'll find in the morning session that the teachers are focusing very much on literacy, with guided reading, with writing and opportunities for speaking and listening as well. And we will pop into a classroom momentarily and you'll see those activities in action. After morning tea, you'll quite often find the teachers involved in hands-on activities with mathematics for their students, because as we know, numeracy is a critical skill for all students and all adults in our ever-changing world of work. In the afternoon, quite often you'll see in the classrooms in the afternoon either arts activities taking place, the real world problem solving activities we've mentioned to you before as well as things like personal development, health, physical education, sports and games taking place outside the classroom as well, history and geography and so on and so forth. It's a wide wealth of learning opportunities for our children at school. So let's have a look inside and see what's going on in one of our kindergarten classrooms. Technology is a special focus for us at Avalon Public School as well. Our school is equipped with at least 250 iPads, which are shared around the school, so quite often we'll have enough for one between two students. They're not used every day in the class, they're used as needed. We see them as, I see these as if you like, weapons of mass creation. Opportunities for the kids to actually use their critical thinking skills, use their problem solving to create new materials, products for the real world, for advertising what's going on in their classrooms, for demonstrating their learning. They're not used as a straight replacement for the pen and the paper, pencil and paper. They are used for creativity. If you're worried about the fact that we may be using them too much, fear not, because they're literally only used for at most a few hours a day, probably far less than that, maybe only a few times a week. So I know there is concern in the community, the wider world, about the exposure to screen time, and we're very aware of that too. The main focus, as I say, for technology such as iPads is for creativity, and that's something I think we want for all our students. I'm standing here in the K-2 playground area. This is where our kindergarten, year 1 and year 2 students will play at morning before school starts in the morning, at recess and at lunchtime as well. Now, speaking about start times, our school commences at 9:25. Students are welcome to be on the school grounds from 8:55 when the playground supervision commences. So children can come in, drop their bags off near their classrooms and come and play in the playground. School commences at 9:25, lessons go through to 11:25 when the children have their morning tea. At morning tea they sit down in the area you can see behind me here with their lunch boxes, with their drinks, and help themselves to nice and snacks and nibbles. And we do encourage, of course, that when children are having their morning tea, particularly our younger students, that you make those packages, one, environmentally friendly, because we have a no packaging policy here at the school, and that those little fingers can take off those little yogurt tops and drink tops and so on and so forth. Morning tea finishes at 11:45. Children go back in for their lessons until 1:10. At 1:10 we again break for lunch. Children come out and play in the playground until 2:05. 2:05 is our afternoon session, and we conclude the day at 3:25. And then parents will take the children home. So you are welcome to come into the playground once our gates are open for at the beginning of the day and also at the end of the day to collect your children. Respect, responsibility and personal best. These are the three guidelines that guide us and our students through all our day-to-day interactions, because well-being is absolutely paramount for all our students and for our staff, because if our students aren't happy, then there's going to be no learning taking place. Unfortunately, we do have a very happy school here. In fact, our motto is actually happiness through helping. But respect is paramount for our students, that they show respect to themselves, towards their classmates, towards their teachers and towards the wider community. Responsibility, by that we mean taking responsibility again for their behaviour, for their actions and especially for their learning as well. And then of course the final thing there is personal best, because we want our children to be doing their personal best every day. If a child can go home, look in the mirror and say, you know what, I did my best today, then that's pretty much I think all we can really expect from our students, and indeed from ourselves as well as adults. So when you come to Avalon Public School, I think you'll find a very happy school here, guided by those three principles: respect, responsibility and personal best, and we encourage all our students to live by those principles every day. I've mentioned already opportunity, learning and community, so let's look at the opportunities available at Avalon. First of all, we have the longest running, continuously running band program in a New South Wales public school, and presently we have 3 bands. In addition to that, we have a wide range of opportunities in dance for our students from year 2 through to year 6 as well. Year 5 take part in something called dance sport, which is a combination of well-being and traditional ballroom dancing. Then we have debating on offer in years 5 and 6. Public speaking is one of the #1 fears for adults, so if we can allay those fears by starting in kindergarten as we do, then I think our children will be better prepared for the wider world. And that public speaking program goes all the way through to year 6. In addition, we have a science club, environment club, chess as well, and also this year we've had robotics. So again, a wide range of things for our children to choose as they go through their time at Avalon Public School. In addition, I need to mention sport. Sport and physical activity is essential in any child's learning, and opportunities to take part in a variety of learning. Our school engages in the Primary School Sports Association program, otherwise known as PSSA, and in that students from year 4, 5 and 6 can take part competitively against other schools, for example Bilgola Plateau, Monavale, Newport and so on, in competitive sports on a Friday afternoon, and that includes rugby league, soccer, tag, AFL, cricket and so on. So we're talking about opportunity, learning and community, and here is a prime example of the community in action at Avalon Public School. We have a fantastic P&C with very active participation throughout the school, doing fundraising. All the funds they raise from their various fundraising activities come back into the school funds and get spent on your children, which is highly important. The canteen itself, here in action today, busily preparing for Father's Day, is run entirely by the P&C by a team of volunteers for the most part, and they do a fantastic job preparing wonderfully fresh homemade foods for our children each and every day. Ordering is done online using a Flexi School system, and we find sometimes orders can be in excess of 350 on a Friday, for example, so very well subscribed, so get in early if you want to order from the canteen. The P&C also runs our uniform shop, which is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and again they sell online using the Flexi School system, so please visit our website for further details. The P&C also runs our after our school care centre, our USH. They provide school care, preschool care before school and also after school. Booking again is online, and contact the USH directly and make your bookings that way. Again, get in early because sometimes they can be very, very full. I hope you're enjoying the tour so far. As we draw to a close, I'm sure that you've got quite a few questions to ask, particularly if your child is starting school for the first time. Now, any new arrivals to our school, particularly in kindergarten, please be assured that it's our job to teach them everything they need to know. However, it's useful if your child can recognise their name on a label. It's always very helpful. If they can count some numbers, that's great too. They definitely do need to be able to toilet themselves. As far as putting their shoes and socks on, that would be very helpful. Velcro is a great invention in that regard. As long as children aren't battling with shoelaces, the Velcro really does help. I know that some of you may be concerned about friendship groups and so on and so forth, moving in from preschool into our school, but fear not. We will place your children very carefully into their classes. If they don't have friends before they arrive, they will have friends very, very shortly at school, I can guarantee you that. And also, for those of you who may be requesting particular children to be in their class, be mindful that sometimes these friendships will change. I'm sure you can cast back to your time at school where you did meet new friends at school. So again, please be assured that your child will be in the right class with the right teacher, with a group of children who I'm sure they will feel very settled with, ready to do their learning, to make the most of their opportunities, to get involved with their learning, and with you there to back up as our wonderful Avalon community. So you're ready to enrol at Avalon Public School. What do you need to do? Well, the first thing is you need to pop into our school office here with our wonderful admin team and come and collect one of our enrolment forms. You need to bring with you birth certificate for your children, as well as their immunisation certificate as well, and proof of address in the local area. Fill the form in, drop in the documents to us, and pretty much you're enrolled in our school. If coming in is somewhat problematic for you, pop onto our website and you can download the enrolment form that way and email it to us, but we will still need to cite your original documents at some point. Now, the other thing to say as well is keeping in touch with the school during the school year is very, very important too. We send out a newsletter every fortnight, and we also have an app called the School Bag app, which is available for both Android and Apple as well, and we really do urge you to download that app so you can stay in touch with what's going on at the school, because communication between you and I is essential so that you know what's going on with us, and we do ask that you download that app. Keep in touch with us. We'll email you important documents as well, so please make sure on your enrolment form as well that we have your latest email address. And one of the things as well, we don't like surprises at the school, so if your child has any particular learning difficulties, has any particular health issues, please make sure to include them on the form so that we can provide the best possible experience for your child when they start at Avalon Public School. And we certainly look forward to seeing you soon.